and we'll focus on one dock type, but we have mixed dock types in the room. We have people who come from the mil-spec industry. We have people who come from the commercial industry, and they're either using DITA or they're using customized document structure, or they're in a DocBook type structure. So the architecture, it doesn't matter. Everyone learns. So they take what we do in Arbortext Editor, and if they stay with us for the full day, once they've published their first book in Arbortext Editor, they will take that, and then the second part of the day is where we devote to Arbortext Styler. And Arbortext Styler is the tool that's used in the Arbortext world to instruct the composition engine. And the beauty of Arbortext Styler is that it's super user-friendly. It really is. You can get a very solid style sheet out without ever having to do any coding. That's another thing. We have people who live in a Word environment, like our engineers who understand Word, who might be being told that they need to go into this thing called XML, and they're going to use Arbortext to do it. And I will tell you that even if you have no background at all in XML, or you might be intimidated by it, don't worry. You can come with no experience at all. I have never lost a person yet. It really is a good class, even for people who are like just Arbor curious, I call them. They're curious about it. They're not sure. Like, we're doing Word. That's, a lot of people believe they're fine in Word, right? Yeah. And sometimes that's because they're not sure if they really need to learn Arbortext. But when you understand the beauty of XML and why you future-proof your content, and understand how easy it is to use Arbortext, because there's sometimes people have a misgiving out there, and I've heard people say, well, I tried Arbortext, but it's so hard. They didn't try it the right way, because it's not hard. It's easy to use. It's very friendly, very approachable.
It was always a hard thing to explain, right? Because they're like, oh, it's Word, it's fine, it works great. But when you look at what the rest of PTC does, right? So right now, you get the CAD, and you get all of the parts, and you get wind chill, and you get the options and the variants and the parts, and you can just sort of you can create the product right from all of the things, right? You can do the same with the docs. The docs have pieces and parts and library components and warnings and cautions that are all the same, or at least serve the same purpose. And this, like the way we do, it shows the engineers how similar the jobs are. It's different, but same, right? And if you want to have that benefit, those benefits of being able to put your docs together and not have to rewrite the whole thing every time and then translate all of it to all of those languages, then you have to graduate from Word. You don't have to re-author the books or reformat the books or rebrand them. You just apply a different style sheet and you're done.
And that's kind of the fun thing too, is they understand in the style sheet training how it's so easy to modularize your style sheet, to build security for yourself, so that when new revisions happen, which always happens with software, or if you have to OEM, right? Or if you want to do the same but a little different, how easy it is when you have a solid foundation under your feet and you can do it in a snap. And the class, really, we keep to about 12, so it is limited seating. It's limited seating because it's very experiential. There is limited seating, so people need to sign up for the class early.
So we had 3 or 4 long-term Arbortext users, and they came to see what the latest version had in it, what was easier, what wasn't, and to ask questions like, hey, we've been struggling with this, how do we do that? Just to get access to the trainers who know.
It's interesting and fun because we have such a mixed bag of nuts in the room. You don't have to have any experience. You don't have to be technical. You don't even have to be in the tech writing group.
So this is what the day is about. It's about getting hands-on experience with both the 2 big pieces. where you write the content and then deliver it to some output channel.